Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation. So thanks for the donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. All right. So this one says, I met a girl while I was traveling and had a really amazing connection with her. It was really an order of magnitude higher than any other girl I met before. We are both back in Australia, but we live in different cities. As time went by, she messaged me back less and less, and I think there's another dude in the picture in her home city. Anyway, I know I have to move on, and I want to move on, but the problem is that whenever I meet other girls or go on dates, I compare the other girls to her, and the intensity is just not there. It's kind of like getting a cigarette after being on coke for a week. So it seriously affects my motivation to game other girls. What would you suggest to do? I would really appreciate if you could do a video on it, because I find it useful to download the audio and listen to it on a loop until what you say completely registers in my mind. All right. So, basically what's happening here is that while you were traveling and you met this chick, you had a really good experience. And so what you're doing is that you're putting that experience on a pedestal and trying to compare that experience to the other, situations you're dealing with these other girls in. You understand? And what happens is that when you do that, you're sort of setting yourself up for disappointment, because what you got to understand is the context in which you were having that experience in when you were dealing with this girl. See, you were traveling, so you guys are, probably just, on vacation, doing your thing, hanging out. So you guys meet each other, and you're probably like really attracted to her. She was probably cooperating. I'm not sure if you hit it or not. You didn't really mention it, but either way, you guys, you was feeling her, right? But the thing is, you only got to experience her in that, short amount of time. So what happens is that when people first get together and they start, messing around or flirting or doing whatever it is, you don't really know that person yet. You just know the representation that they show you. You understand? So you're going off of the representation that this woman shown you, and you're using that as sort of like this test to see if any other girl can give you that same type of feeling. But what you got to understand is that everything that happened within that situation is the thing that gave you that feeling. So you're putting it all on that girl, meaning, oh, I met this girl and it was great. But it's like, okay, you met the girl, but you were also traveling and y'all also met for a short amount of time. So you got to only know her for a short amount of time. You only got to sort of see certain things. So now what you're doing is that you're taking that experience that you had with her and putting that as, the whole thing that happened between you and her. You understand? Or putting that as the whole thing of who she is, basically, I should say. Right? So what you need to do is when you're dealing with these other women, or even before that, you have to, understand that what you had with this girl was just a moment, and just accept it as that. And then that's when you can move on. So once you start seeing these other women, you don't need to compare the experiences you're having with these new women to her, because you can't really even compare that. And the reason why you can't compare it is because, the situations are different and they're two different women. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, you can find another woman that you like, but it's going to be hard for you to do that if you're trying to get the same type of experience that you had with this woman with another woman. Do you understand? Because if you actually think about it, think about two women that you've, liked in your life, or you went out with, or you dated her for a while, and you like both of them, but there was different things you liked about them too, about the two women. You understand? Like, there might have been similarities, but there were also differences that you were into. You understand? And those differences we're there because they're different people. There's different situations. You're also different in the situation. You understand? So it's all these different variables. So the thing is that you have to just understand that whatever you had with that girl was just a moment, and accept it as that, and you enjoyed it for what it was, and move on, and not try to make your new situations, or try to compare your new situations with that situation, because you're just not gonna you're not gonna really have a good time with these girls. Like, I remember one time I met this woman, I think it was off of Tinder too. I think met her off Tinder. We met up. She was from, I think, New Zealand or Australia, one of them places or whatever. So she was just in the city for the week, and so we met up. We got some drinks. She paid for all the drinks, by the way. That was awesome. And, we're flirting, we're kissing, we're, doing all that other stuff. And then the bar was maybe 5 blocks away from her hotel. We go back to the hotel. We're having some sex. The sex was great. And then, after we had sex, we went down the street to get something to eat. And then after that was it. I was like, hey, it was good meeting you. She's like, great meeting you. We just gave each other another hug and a kiss. And then that was that. You understand? It was great. It was freaking awesome. You understand? That was and I was really attracted to her. Everything was but it was I wasn't thinking about her or making that situation affect me seeing other women. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I saw other women who, I liked, and, some women I liked more than her, some women I didn't, but either way, I wasn't letting that stop me from, dealing with other girls and having good times with other women. I just enjoyed that time for what it was, and then I kept it moving. You understand? So that's really, all you need to do is you need to just understand that moment was just that moment. It was what it was, and understand that you are sort of in your mind putting that experience on a pedestal. You're not even putting the girl on a pedestal. You're putting the experience on a pedestal, but you are making it about the woman. You understand? Because the thing is, the whole situation lent itself to you having that good time. You understand? Because even in my situation, the fact that she was not from the city and she was just sort of here for a short amount of time plays into her, in a lot of cases being that cooperative to want to, get shit popping that night. Cause she's like, I'm only here for a while. So that's her mind state. Well, I'm only here for a while. I'm meeting this guy. We're having a good time. Let's make it happen. You understand? Versus if, I'm just at some club and I meet some girl and we both live in Brooklyn, and then it's let's get together sometime. And then we sort of kind of, she's busy, then I'm busy. It's just and then we probably meet up, and then everything seems cool, but then all of a sudden she's busy at work and this and this and that. And then it's like a thing now. It's a whole different type of vibe versus if you're traveling, you're only going to be there for a little while, and you meet somebody and they're going to be there for a little while. And so you have this nice little comfy bubble that you guys can have that cool, fun experience with. So I guarantee you, if you were to let's say you and that girl got together again, or y'all kept hanging out a little bit more, you'll start to see more of her personality, more of her personality will be revealed to you, and you will see that it's not as perfect as you thought it would be. Do you understand what I'm saying? In most cases. Right? And even if, the girl's still cool and you like her, you're still going to find out stuff that isn't, that perfect little thing that you expected it to be. So, don't have it in your head that it's gotta be this, oh, it was so intense, it was so awesome, and I'm never going to find that again, and blah, 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 blah. It's not. Just go out there, enjoy yourself, talk to these other women, and, and just have that experience, as it was, and leave it as that. You understand? And then just keep it moving. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.